Now it is time to move on to talking about promoting our website. And before we do that, I wanted to talk overall about what makes a great backlink, because as you'll find, a huge part of promotion is getting backlinks to your site. To picture it kind of like an election, the more votes that a candidate gets, the more I guess, lack of better words, the better the candidate must be, right? That would make sense. So the same thing goes with websites. The more sites that link to yours, the more important that it's seen in the search engines. And similar to election, if somebody that's very credible, that knows what they're doing, it's very popular, is to support a candidate, that's going to help. And of course, the same thing with websites. If a strong website that is seen as an authority, that the search engines have a lot of respect for, if they link to your site, that's going to be much, much, much more of a help than hundreds of sites that the search engines had never heard of linking to you. So then let's ask them, what makes a great backlink? Well, a couple different factors. Number one being the age of the website. The site that's linking to you, if it's a new site, not going to be as big of a deal if that site's been around for years. The page rank of the website. If you're interested in page rank, learning more about that, this is it's a rating that Google has given websites, and they let people see that rating to help, I guess, people understand more, what goes into making a good website. Essentially, you can download the Google toolbar, and they will show you the page rank of each site. The higher the page rank essentially just means that's the more valuable Google considers that site. So if you're serious about SEO, I would highly encourage you to install that toolbar on your computer, so you can be visiting sites and know the page ranks of the sites to determine, figure out how important Google thinks those sites are. Also, the number of outbound links on the website that's linking to you is also important, because if a page is highly respected, but they're linking to thousands of sites, that's going to greatly diminish the value of that link. So keep that in mind. But then, of course, if they're just linking to you, that's a huge deal. The relevance of the content on the site. So this means that if I have a site on dog training and I go out and buy a whole bunch of links, or come across them somehow on pages that are about clowns, it's not going to be too much of a help. I mean, a link will always help you, I believe, but not as much as if it was relevant. Of course, if I had links coming from other sites that were about dogs, then do they need to be sites about dog training? Of course not. They could even be sites about pets, which is certainly going to be a lot closer in the spectrum than clowns would be. Uniqueness of content too. If you have links coming from sites that offer unique content, that's just going to look better for you as well. Also, the authority ranking of the website. If you're able to go out in your niche and you do some research and you find what the top ranking sites are, and you can get them to link to you, that's going to be a huge, huge help.